Hi guys, Aka here. So, it's Halloween. The Halloween event is back, and you know what that means. Pumpkins. Okay? These sweet, sweet candy monsters are back. So guys, it's time to put on the gloves. Okay? Let's make this a smooth operation. No pumpkin should be left alive. Now, rallying these pumpkins will be the majority of what we'll be doing during this event. But there's one key point to note. If you come over to the rally area here, the auto join bot, if you have this set up, you will need to add the pumpkin monster right here because it wasn't initially there before today. So you need to make sure that you have this ticked and you have it set up. For me, I have it set to join level 4 and above. Okay, so set it for whatever you like depending on the level that you can do. All right, so since it's Halloween, let's get some atmosphere going up in here. Okay, I think this is cool, right? So, Evony came out with quite a few updates this time. And the major update that they brought out, oh my goodness. Evony did the unthinkable. Okay, I could not believe that they actually did this. It's literally mind-blowing, like the scariest thing that Evony could have done during the Halloween event. Can you imagine? In this new update, Evony released troop training limits. Like, seriously, that's it right here. Troop training limits. There are now limits on the amount of troops that you can train. I know, heads exploding everywhere, and it's not pumpkins. I mean, can you imagine what would happen to the game if they limited the amount of troops that people could train? Let's go and take a look at it for a second. So I'm going to go to my calves because as you can see, my ground is busy. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Okay, so let's go to the calves and everyone's favorite T1 calves. I mean, what is the game going to be like if Evony limits the amount of T1 calves that you can train? All right, let's tap on the thing. As you can see, the troop interface has got a facelift, okay? It's a new design, and you have all the stuff there. And right at the bottom, right here, training capacity, 2.147 billion. Like, seriously, how are we supposed to survive in this game if we can only train 2.17 billion T1 calves? Like, what are we supposed to be able to defend against? I don't know, like, it's like this shit is just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Okay. I'm gonna put the sarcasm aside because there are possibly some people that might not get that I'm joking. But this is what we have now. We have limits on the amount of troops that you can train. Now, a lot of people might not be happy about this. For me, I'm really not all that bothered. Why? Because the limit here, 2.147 billion. Like, seriously, if you have that many T1s, what are you doing? Like, I've seen people with 1 billion, but those are like really big keeps. I guess maybe there are some people there that are aiming for 2 billion T1 calves. I don't know. It's not something in the realm that I'm going for. But, I guess. So maybe this might be a bummer for them. But from the news that Evony shared, if you exceed the troop training limit, you will not be able to train any more troops. If, for example, you already had over 2 billion T1 calves and you've gone past the limit, then unfortunately, you're not going to be able to train any more T1 calves. Now, from what I gather, this is a troop-specific limit. So it's not a collective limit. Like, you don't have this limit for calves, ground, siege, and range. No, each one has 2.1 billion limit on it. Okay, and of course, this extends to all the other troops. So if we see T2s here, T2s have a limit of 1.2 billion. T3s, 1.2. T4, 1.2. So it's there like that, but then it changes. So T5 is 500 million. Okay? And it keeps on going like that. Let's check T10, for example. Okay, T10 is 300 million. Let's go to T14. T14 is 200 million. So again, some people would not like this update, but realistically speaking, at what point in time are you planning on having 200 million T14 calves? Like, I don't know. A lot of people will struggle to even get 10 million, let alone 200 million. So I guess there will probably be some, really big players that want to push the limits of this thing. But for most people, I don't think it really changes much. But it does bring in the idea that Evony has the state of mind to understand that maybe some things in the game need to be limited a bit. I mean, we've had unlimited troop training, we've had unlimited power, we've had unlimited spending. Who knows? Maybe that's something that might come about later. We'll see. And of course, it's a new event, so if you are going to be spending, consider using the Amazon App Store. QR code is on the screen. Links and everything that you need are down in the description. All right, so let's look at the other updates that Evony brought out, because some of them are quite interesting. So if we look at this second one here, for example, this is regarding sub-cities. So with this new update, if you attack sub-cities and the march that you're using is not quite strong enough to get 0 wounded, the troops will no longer completely die and vanish. Now you will get wounded and you will get deserters before they end up dying. So it's almost like any other kind of PvP situation. In my opinion, this is good, okay? Particularly for, early servers or even late servers for people that have not quite developed fully. It means that it is easier and more accessible for everyone to level up their troops using a sub. Now, granted, if your troops are getting wounded and being deserters, that's still not fun. But in my opinion, it's better than completely losing them. However, I will want to say for anyone that wants to go gung-ho on this thing and just start hitting it with troops and stuff like that, just keep in mind that for the most part, we use siege. If you're using siege and those siege are getting damaged, it's going to cost you gems. So, good news, but don't get too carried away with it. The other thing that we have here in this update is that they have now expanded position promotion to other titles in the Senate. Okay? So, what's this talking about? If we come over here to the Senate, right, we know that a short while ago, Evony released this new position update. Okay? And you can upgrade these things with the medals that they had there from the research factory and these other crazy things that you needed to get from the cake. Okay, so what they've done is that these ones didn't have them before. Now they do. Okay, so it's officially rolled out for all of them. You can upgrade these as much as you like. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one is open as well. And yeah, so it's available for all the titles now. In addition to this, they also expanded the feature in the research factory. So if you are crafting medals, you can now cancel the crafting. Okay, let's say you made a mistake. Let's say you used more general tokens than you wanted. You can cancel the crafting. Now, according to the mail, any speed ups that you use during crafting and you cancel will not be returned. However, it says canceling will return all materials. So I'm assuming that if you started crafting those medals and you canceled, it should return the general fragments that you had put in. Okay, I haven't tested this because I've not done anything with the crafting since I made the last video on it. So if anyone has information, if they've tried this out, do you get all your general fragments back? Please feel free to drop a comment down below. So those are the major things that we got from this update. In addition to this, we also have a new range general, Algernon Sydney. Okay, he's the new range general that was released. He's an attacking general. His stats look okay. All right, just took a quick look. They look fine. However, he's pushing the march size again. Okay, we know Evony had the theme with march size for the cav generals. They are now bringing it into ranged. because from just a quick look at what I have seen on this guy, if you fully max him out, you're looking at 24% march size capacity. And that's just with the skills that we see here. And when we check out his covenant, he's got some more march size in there as well. So with this guy, you're looking at over 30% march size if you fully max him out. So yeah, we have now entered the realm of super range generals. So I'll probably be doing a full general review on this guy so everyone can see just exactly what he can do in terms of buffs and how he compares with some of the other generals and what he's compatible with. Aside from this, the Poseidon fishing event is back, which is great. Everyone, kind of like chilling with that event, so it's good that it's back. I haven't played it yet to see what kind of significant changes that they made to it, if any. So if there are any big changes, I'll let you guys know about it when I can. Now, if you're going to be killing all these pumpkins like we talked about earlier, you're going to want to make sure that you're maximizing what you can get from these things. And if you watch this video here, this video will go through one key way that you can maximize what you're getting from these boss monsters. So if you haven't seen it already, be sure to check it out. That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.